Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another 3-in-1. You guys love them, I love them. So if you want to see me go from dusty crusty to better than dusty crusty, then keep on watching. I'm going to start by showing you guys how I do this pony. So this is the second time I was doing it. I'd already done it, I'd taken it out. I still had like glue in my hair. So I was just blowing out the front just to straighten it up a little bit and dry it out. And I just go with my gummy wax and my eco styler. So I essentially part my hair into 3 different parts: the back, the middle and the front. This is just to help it lay flat. I use more of the gummy and less of the eco styler just because I find the eco style, you guys will probably get a better idea watching me do it, but eco style kind of makes my, because I feel like it's water based, it makes my hair kind of wavy, but the gummy styler goes a bit waxy, so you have to have a good amount of each. And I just slick my hair, slick it all the way down. I like to use 2 hairbands to do this pony, this little pony with my hair, just because I like it to be slickety slick. And then I do my baby hairs first. I just use one of these hard brushes to pull out my baby hairs. This is an awful angle, but I'm going to show you the front in a second. Use a toothbrush and the gummy wax to do my baby hairs, and this is what it looks like. Guys, let me just say this now, because whenever I do videos with my hair in a pony, my natural hair in a pony, I always get hella dusty comments talking about, oh, my edges, blah blah. I have thin hair and I have thin edges. Like, I really don't have more to say than that. I have never claimed to have a full hairline, and you assuming, boy, that's a you problem. So you shouldn't have assumed in the first place, so that's on you. Moving on, this is a pack of expressions. I split it into 3, and then I split my natural hair into 3. I use the gummy wax to blend my hair and the expressions before I start braiding. Girl, this braiding is a whole arm workout. Luckily I can braid barely, but I can do a good braid. If you can't braid, get someone else to braid it for you, or teach yourself, I guess, if you can be bothered. But yeah, I just braid it all the way down. I don't cut it. This step right here, please comb out the expressions before you start braiding, because the detangling is a mazine. The only reason this is actually going marginally well is because I've already used this expressions the first time around I did it, so it's already kind of divided into 3, so it's easier. But definitely brush it out. It will take ages, but it will be so much more handy in the long run. I like to use a hairband, cut it and then wrap it around the bit that joins my hair and the braided. Anyways, I'm so sorry, that was an awful description, but I hope that was helpful in some way. I finish off with some Got To Be just to make sure everything is laid down, and then I also use some sheen spray just to add some shine to my braid. If you want a more detailed tutorial about how I do my ponytail, let me know, but I just did a quick like watch me do it type vibe. Obviously had to take to Instagram when I was done. Guys, I'm so proud of this. It's only my second time doing it, so yeah, maybe the next time I'll do it, it'll be really good. Let's just move on to the skin prep, makeup and all that really good stuff. So I've just prepped my lips and my face. I like to use Carmex, and then I like to use the Future Dew from Glossier. It's so good, so good. It just, in pictures, the Future Dew and my setting spray, they just make my skin look so nice and dewy. Love it. Primed with Fenty Beauty soft matte primer. It's really good. I like that one. And then for foundation, I use my NARS Natural Longwear Radiant in Macao with this Morphe M439 brush. This combo, this is a bad man combo, I'm sorry, nothing tops this. This combo is absolutely chef's kiss. I go over top of areas where I want a little bit more coverage with a tiny bit of foundation and the exact same brush. And then moving on to highlight and contour. To contour, I'm using my iconic Icon Stick in 5.1, I believe, or 4.1, I actually think it is. And I use my Jouer Cosmetics Essential High Coverage Concealer in Rich Ginger. And if you've watched one of my tutorials before, you already know the deal. I like to highlight under my eyes, bridge of my nose, because my bridge, I don't really have much of a bridge. So that's why I highlight the bridge of my nose. Between my brows and on my chin, upper lip. And then I contour the usual areas where I want to create shadows, so my forehead and cheekbones. Disclaimer, I love a strong contour. I really do. It's not everyone's flavour. If you're not into the super strong contour, then of course you can go a little lighter handed than I do. But I like to really pack on that contour because it just, woo, I have a small head, so it really just makes my face go pow. Blending out my under eye with the Smashbox concealer buffer brush, and blending out my contour with the Smashbox foundation buffer. Excellent brushes. I like to mention them just because they're really good. I use them all the time. Brushes make a huge difference to how your look will turn out. And I always like to follow with a sponge just to make sure everything is just seamless. That's the Beauty Blender Red. Taking the same sponge, I'm just going to set under my eyes. I like to use the Huda Easy Bake powder in Blondie. I really like this Huda Easy Bake because I feel like it just makes your under eyes look really, really flawless. I wish there was a shade between this Blondie and the shade above it. Then I also reverse contour today as well, which is basically putting concealer under your contour, just because when I have a ponytail, my face is all you see, so I just like my makeup to be extra snatched. Setting that contour with the Hoola Toasted Bronzer from Benefit. Best powder contour, powder bronzer. This and Anastasia Mahogany are two top bronzers for me at the moment. And I like to take my NARS 41 brush and more like sweep it where the bridge of my nose is and diffuse it up into my brows. I just like that really nice diffused nose contour look, and it feeds in really, really well when I do my eyeshadow. I always like to set my base before I do any eye makeup. If you set after you do eye makeup, sometimes you get transfer from mascara, so I do a two-step set before and after. Prepping the eyes today with Anastasia eye primer. I was going to say a shade, but it's just the Anastasia eye primer. I like to set my primer just because I can't do the whole wet base dry powder thing. It's just not for me. The palette I'm using today is Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. I will leave the shades in the order that I use them in the description bar. But I take the first shade and I essentially sweep that into my crease. I like to start on my eyelid and then sweep it upwards. So I work the eyeshadow in using sweeping motion, so either circular or windshield wiper using a really fluffy brush. I then switch over and use a darker colour on the same brush and do the exact same movements. And then to build that colour on the outer third, I take a slightly smaller brush, it's a Zoeva 217, and just pack that on the outside and blow it out, and then just interchange between the fluffier brush and the 217. I want to do a soft cut crease today, so I take a lighter shade and use a pencil brush, oh, that was my stomach, sorry. A pencil brush on the front of my eyes and then blow it out, and again go back in with that contour to make sure it's nice and blown out. I felt like the lighter bit could have had a bit more pop, so I go in with my eyeshadow and set that, and again just blow that out, make sure it's all blended out and smoky. Sorry, I meant I go over top with my concealer and then set that with the same lighter eyeshadow just to make sure there's no creasing. Rue Bonaparte, I'm completely murdering that, but it's a eyeliner pencil from NARS. I use that into the waterline. It's just nude coloured, and I take the dark shade that I used to smoke out my waterline. I actually tight line with the dark shade and then smoke out with the brown colour. And those are the mascara and lashes I use, which I will leave in the description bar, in the description box below, because I can't actually remember the style. But the mascara I use is just a Burberry one. You don't have to use designer. Honestly, drugstore mascaras work really, really well. It's just one that was in my PR. I like to set around my mouth and also just clean up and set under that contour a little bit because I did reverse contour today. And then moving on to my brows, I'm just using Anastasia Beverly Hills Zip Brow in dark brown. I've been liking the switch. Looking back on old videos, actually Ebony was super dark. So I've just been liking using dark brown. It's just a nice softer brow, especially because the rest of my makeup is so intense. The brows also don't have to be intense. I also want to flag that my lighting situation is just a mess, so it is pulling a little bit orange. That is the lighting, not the makeup. So sorry about that. I did try and color correct, but it was quite difficult to do it post-production, so yeah, I apologize for that. I really quickly just line my lips with cork just because I wanted some kind of map, because today I'm using mostly all liquid lipsticks from this stage on. So I take Malt by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is going to act as my lip liner. That's why I wanted to cork down first, just to give me a kind of guideline. And then I follow into the centre with NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. I really love the way these two look. And then I just go back with the liquid liner just to make sure it's all blended in together. set everything, this is my second step. I use the Make It Dew from Fenty Beauty. And this is the finished makeup and also the finished hair. I thought it'd be really cool to throw in jewellery because I always get a lot of questions on my jewellery. So this is the jewellery I'm wearing today. I like to layer. My first chain is this African chain, pendant and chain from Keone. This blessed chain is from ASOS. I'll leave all these linked down below. And this Nefertiti and You jewellery is also from Keone. If you use my code Uche10, you can save yourself some money. I also put some rings on. Just a little close up there of the rings. I'll link with any of them which are still available. And you know, a look isn't complete without fragrance, period. So I like to use this. This is actually a new one, the Zara perfume. And then I like to mix my fragrances as well, just because I like creating unique smells. So I mix that Zara Summer Flare with Lancome La Vie Est Belle. And this is the completed look. Makeup, hair, jewellery, fragrance all in one. I'm also going to flip over and show you guys my outfits. I ended up going out with my friends. We just went to a listening party. So I went for a super cash vibe, just a bralette with joggers. I'm actually wearing a shirt as well and a jacket. I've got my Prada bag and I'm just wearing my Oswego's Adidas trainers. Super casual vibes. And I threw on a pair of hoop earrings as well. Cash but also comfy and cool. Just a little clip of our night. I did vlog this day, so hopefully I can get that vlog up for you, but my camera was bugging and then it broke at the end of the night. It was so annoying, so I'm gonna have to send it back. But that is pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. If you want to see this vlog, let me know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.